Right.
Okay. You know what you might want to do? You might want to get a conventional line of credit or just a loan, and then just pay it off.
Right. I want to start fixing it up a little at a time, but I don't want to get a giant loan, like a HELOC. I want to get like a HELOC thing,
You seemed a little shocked when she said 4% of that, but I just looked up a normal 30-year, the average closing cost is anywhere from 3 to 5%.
No, it's not much more. You're right. The only thing is that prepay on the mortgage insurance. We have more coming up. I'm Tom Martino.
I use a compass to find my way and Compass Insurance to wade through the home and auto insurance maze. All policies compared and checked. I know I'm getting the best rates for my coverage. You can too. 303-771-HELP. Free no obligation insurance checkup. 303-771-HELP.
5-star professional customer service award winner 9 years in a row. One of the top real estate teams in the country. Go with experience, expertise, and proven credibility. Frank Duran with RE/MAX Alliance at frankduranhomes.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, so Deputy Doc has a comment on the mobility issue. We asked him to check it out. Doc, go ahead, sir.
Hey, Tom, while you were on the phone with Don,
yeah,
I quickly went to Craigslist. There are a load of vans from $10,000 to $30,000, depending upon what he wants.
It's Craigslist.
As long as he...
You can find, there's people.
Hold on. Doc, complete it. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, as long as he uses one of our guys to check out the used car, that seems to me a quick and easy way to get him a van.
Now, Doc, just so you know, the ones on Craigslist are usually ones where people in wheelchairs want to drive.
No, Tom. These are all wheelchair accessible, not wheelchair driven vans.
Good. And how did it say how it works? For example, is it a ramp or is it a lift? Do you know?
Both. Both.
Okay. See, I think
What I'm saying is he can go on Craigslist, find what he's looking for, and have one of our guys.
That's right.
Check it out like any used car.
Right. I think one of the niftiest options is to have the lift pull you into the van, and then your husband or wife just puts the wheelchair in the back, and then you sit in the passenger seat to me, when you're doing the wheelchair part that wheels up, that's fine and it's convenient, but then it renders the van kind of useless. Whereas if you use the regular seat and seat belt, of course, some people can't because they don't have the support, but most people can. Anyway, thank you for researching that, Deputy Doc. We'll tell him or you'll tell him, because I think we put you on that case. 303-713-TALK. Okay, Ann, you have a question or something? Go ahead, Ann.
Hi. Yes, I own my home right now, but I'm thinking of moving.
Yes.
To buy another property. And I'm just wondering, she said something about, in her own case, they owned their property and they took out a reverse because they wanted to have some money for long-term care or something like that. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah. Let's first find out what she said, and then we'll get into your case. Joan, what exactly did you say?
Yes. The reason that I opened my reverse mortgage was I wanted to be able to self-fund long-term care.
Okay. So
a lot of the long-term care policies, they'll only go up to $200,000 or so. You may be able to buy them now that will cover more. But, yeah, again, I'm wanting to
if you think about it, that is a wonderful way to do it, because you never have to worry about paying it back, and the spouse stays in the home for the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, or you can use, as long as one person is in the home,
right,
you can use the funds to support the other person in a nursing home.
Right. That's a great idea, by the way. Now, Ann, in your situation, as we say, what is your mission? What are you trying to accomplish?
Long-term care.
Okay.
I do have a regular pension every month, but the problem is I'm moving.
Okay.
to a new place.
Okay.
How does
Now,
that change the whole
are you moving?
scenario?
Are you moving out of state?
No, I'm just moving up north to Greeley.
Okay.
Probably.
Now, do you have you have no mortgage to pay off, right?
Correct.
Okay. So you would take the money that you have, and you can do it any way you want, but you can take the money you have, and how old are you?
75.
Okay. So, Joan, am I right in saying about 60% or 70? What percentage?
About 60%.
Okay. So let's say you, and I'm only using this as an example. Let's say you find a home for $200,000. You're going to get 60% of that. Okay. So or 100,000. Let's say you'll get 60 grand that you can have as a line of credit. Now, so what you would do is put 40,000 down, and you would take a loan for 60. And that's how.
Over, Tom.
What's that?
So she'd have to put 60,000 down, and if she wanted to, pay the full amount, then she'd have 40,000 in the line of credit.
Oh, I thought you said she would get 60% loan to value.
Let me think about that a minute. Let's see.
Yes, if she got 60% loan to value, she would get 60 grand on a $100,000 home. And she'd have to put,
okay, you're right.
And she'd have to put down.
I'm looking at it backwards.
Yeah,
you're right.
she'd have to put 40 down. Now, here's the thing, Ann. You can also choose to put more down if you wanted to and get less of a reverse. It's up to you.
Although if she put more down, then the additional money that she puts down would go into the line of credit.
So she could borrow more.
Right.
And Ann, while you're waiting to use the money for long-term care, it grows every year. Right?
Okay.
Right, yeah, Joan? Explain that. So if originally you have a $60,000 line of credit, a regular line, and you do not use it, it grows so you can borrow more than 60 the second year and more than that the third year, and in 10 years even more. Right, Joan? Is that how it works?
Correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's if you've got a traditional home equity line of credit from a bank, if you borrowed, $40,000, then that's all you have. But with a reverse mortgage, the difference and the benefit is your line of credit grows, so you have more money available to borrow in the future.
So how much does it grow by? The same rate as your loan?
It's the interest rate of the loan and the mortgage insurance. So right now it's growing by about 3.5%.
Okay, so if you have any specific questions, Ann, and I sense you do, you call her. Call Joan. She'd be happy to talk to you. 303-771-3528.
Did you know Frank Duran's listings sell for thousands over the market? Frank will share with you what very few agents know. The 7 critical nerve points in contract negotiations to protect your best interest and net you top dollar at closing. Frank Duran with RE/MAX Alliance at frankduranhomes.com.
A free, no-obligation comparison of all your coverage. The Insurance Checkup, sponsored by Compass Insurance. 303-771-HELP. Time for an insurance checkup. Free, no-obligation comparison. Call Compass Insurance. Paying too much? Your coverage at dozens of insurance companies. Find out now. 303-771-HELP.
Don't trust your biggest investment to just anyone. Frank is a master certified negotiation expert with over 26 years experience. Frank and his team are recognized as one of the top real estate teams in the country. Go with experience, expertise, and proven credibility. Frank Duran with RE/MAX Alliance at frankduranhomes.com.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So let's talk. What's on your mind? How do we help you? Can we help you? If you have any questions on reverse loans, give us a call in these last few minutes, 303-713-TALK. Joan Sullivan, you've been a wealth of information. Joan, who should not get a reverse loan? As I said, I think anyone with equity who's older that needs money, it's tax-free to do what they want with it. Why not? Now, who should not get a reverse loan?
So, Tom, anyone that's, not thinking of staying in their home for at least another 2 to 5 years.
Okay. And that's because you pay these costs.
The costs.
And you want to recover those costs. Yeah. All right. So when it comes to the costs, we've heard things vary all over the place. Are there still shysters in this business? I mean, really, because we used to hear the nightmares. Are they still there, or has government regulation protected people, or is there still stuff we need to look out for?
There's still things that the homeowner should look out for.
Can you tell us, like, what kind of stuff might still be out there to snag them?
Yeah, I had one national company that refinanced a client that I had done about 4 years ago, and they didn't do their due diligence to really find out what it was she was looking for. And she had a line of credit already, but by the time that she closed on the new loan, she had no line of credit, but they did lower her interest rate. But her goal was to have that line of credit. So you just have to be careful that the person that you're working with is really delving into what your needs are and not their commission.
That's for sure. And so what about cost? Are they regulated or not? They're all over the board, as we're hearing. What is not regulated and what is?
The costs are regulated. The reason that it seems to be that they're all over the board is there are times if we refinance or if we finance somebody that we're paying off a large loan that's rolling into the reverse mortgage, the lender may give a lender credit. So, the costs are the cost, and they are regulated, and there's a formula to determine the mortgage insurance, the origination, and then we have to have documentation for all of the third-party expenses that are incurred to be able to show those.
Now, what about this thing we hear about mandatory counseling?
Yeah, the mandatory counseling really does serve a good purpose for consumer protection.
What is it?
So they're basically going over everything that the reverse mortgage lender should be telling their client.
Same with the refi?
Well, it depends on if you it's been 5 years or less. If you've opened a reverse mortgage 5 years or less, then we do not have to do the counseling. That can be waived.
Okay, so approvalreverse.com. Joan, thank you for being here. We certainly appreciate it. And people, we tell you this all the time. For help, information, referrals, referrallist.com. Save all your problems for me. Get your furnace checked and cleaned before a deep freeze. Fix It 24/7 has a great deal for new customers. They'll thoroughly clean, check, adjust, and refurbish your furnace for just $39. It makes sense, and you won't find a better price for the extensive work and deep cleaning anywhere. 720-526-3939. That's 720-526-3939.
When your house is in trouble, fix it 24/7.